Yo, what's up? It's your man Horatio. Hey, man, I am so excited to have this guy on the show. He is the creator of the fitness brand JiggAerobics, very popular on social media. He has the most energy I've ever seen, ever. Always keeping his cheese up, Mr. LaDonte Lotts. Hey, yo, Tay, how you doing, man?
What's good, man? It's an honor to be here, bro. Just to be in your presence, bro. Just to be able to spread the keys.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, bro. Hey, so JiggAerobics, right? When did you make the correlation that jigging, this dance form, is a good way to exercise and marketable?
Oh, okay. So when I went to, I'm from Texas.
Yeah.
So I'm from Houston. I went to Southern University. This was my freshman year. And for orientation, they taught me how to jig. Mm-hmm. So like for a while, I was learning like, the basics of jigging and like how to do the moves. And then I did it at a party, right? And this was the first dance I ever did when I caught a cramp, bro. I'm talking about I had a childhood on the side. Yeah. Like, I'm a dancer, bro. I've been hitting them folks. I do the wall. Mm-hmm. Like, I do all different types of dancing, like, ballet, tap, step, not even step, Mm-hmm. But, like, jigging was the first dance that I ever did that I caught a childhood horse in my stomach. Mm-hmm. So I was like, bro, that's not dancing. That's a workout, Mm-hmm. So I always kept that in the back of my head. So what I did was I had got into an organization named Men's Federation. Mm-hmm. It's all campus. It's on campus for all men's. On the campus is like it was a pretty much we had to come together and figure out how can we get the students more involved to on campus activities. Mm-hmm. So my job was into the health and wellness program. So I had to figure out a way to get more students involved into health and fitness. And one thing I noticed is that we had this big facility and none of the students would use it. I'm talking about nobody would use the facility. Mm-hmm. It'd be empty like a ghost town. Like yeah. So. I was like, okay, what if we bring dancing? Like, but they would like go to these dance choreography classes. Like I would see like, I hosted a couple of dance choreography classes on campus and we would have these big turnouts, but it would still be a lot of people that I would be missing. So I was like, okay, what if I could inform like, something where we're dancing and we're still working out? Right. So I was like jigging. Like at first I was calling it like jiggercise and it wasn't sticking. Yeah. And I looked up, like, I started looking up these different aerobics terms and I figured out what aerobics is, is for the heart and you want a betterment in the heart. And I was like, okay, what if I was able to mix this with the jigging? So your plyometrics, so your high knee lifts, your jumping jacks, all your basic moves that you would do when you was in elementary school. Yeah. And I'll mix it up with the jigging dancing, Right. And then once I started doing it every Tuesday for the students, it was catching on campus, but I was like, okay, how can I push this out to like, more people? Like, how can I push this out on my social media platform? And I had made, I don't know if you're familiar with the dance. Me and my friends, we get turned up.
Yeah. Man. Yeah.
Right. So I created that dance. I created that dance my sophomore year at Southern University, and then went viral. Like we started to see a lot of like, and I was like, what if I take this same concept and do it with my, fitness thing?
With the fitness, yeah.
Like exactly. So I started pushing it out and I'll get my friends to repost it and everything like, it will reach a lot of people like here in Louisiana, but it wasn't until summer 2017, we did a JiggAerobics fitness party. It was a free event for the Baton Rouge area. And we had like over 400 people that was there. It was amazing. It was on a dock. We had the water, the scenery was nice, and we recorded it. And the video went viral. And that's when we was able to see like, okay, like the video went viral. We had a lot of people that was like, that was talking to. I had a lot of mentors that I built up from just doing this. I didn't know how much of an impact it could make. Right. Just because we were like, we just want to do an event free for the student. Like, we just want to see people have fun. Right. I didn't know how much of an impact it had on the community. And I started to talk to all these different leaders around Baton Rouge area. And they started to show me like, hey, you can do this. You can impact these many people. You can do this, like with what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And that's when I changed my whole major, man. I changed my whole major to therapeutic recreation, learning more about the physical and the mental standpoint of your body. Mm-hmm. And just like, it was amazing to be able to see that switch and just to be able to help my people, bro. That's like the biggest thing,
right. That's dope, man. So, and you said you went to Southern University, you're a HBCU grad. That's how I found out about you, man, was through the Human Jukebox media when they put a spotlight on you. That's when I was like, man, this guy is gonna go places with this. So, what's your band history, man? That's something that we have in common. We both marched.
You're right. Well, I went to. I'm from Houston, Texas. So like I said, I went to Worthing, and that's when I actually like started playing the trumpet. My whole family either played sports or was in the band. So I grew up with band all of my life. But when I got to Worthing, they started showing me like different bands across the world, and Southern University was the best band to me in the world. Everyone has their own opinions, but Southern University was the best, and I did everything that I could do to get there. Did my audition. Audition with Nathan Hamer. The audition was crazy because I was nervous. I was nervous. And he gave me a shot. And it all worked out. Like they appointed me as the dance choreographer for the field shows. Yeah. And that's how I was able to I had to learn the Baton Rouge style dancing. I had to get familiar with the culture, which I could say, and it helped me out because I was able to work with a lot of different people. 200, you working with over 225 people, teaching them dance moves. So you got different styles. You got beginners, you got experts, we had Down syndrome. You dealing with so much different things, but it helped me and it gave me my platform. And but it was amazing. Trumpet, trumpet, that's what I play. I've been playing trumpet since freshman year. I started on third trumpet. Crazy. Right. I started on third trumpet, bro, and it was a humbling experience because I'm coming from Houston. I'm a big dog, I'm screaming, then you go to Southern, then you got all these different players like my crowd brother Devontae Irby from Memphis, my the section leader, my son. Yeah. You know Devontae, right? Yeah. Oh yes, you're right. You're right. And you have these great players like him. That humble you like that. He'll come and show me different stuff. Like, hey, look, this how you can read better. This how you can learn this. He's showing me. We have a private. He showing me so much that I learned. I learned so much from him that I learned. It's crazy through my whole year playing trumpet. Not to to mess over nobody, but just when it's different when you have that same somebody that same the same age as you telling you something. Yeah. On my mama. So Vontae really helped me out with the trumpet, and eventually my senior year, I played first, right on side of him, man. And it was a great experience, bro. That whole year, pushing watts.
Yeah, man. This is about to be my first year out of band, man. How are you dealing with that? For doing band for such a long time, and then it's just over. Now you gotta, man. I don't know how I'm gonna do it,
man. So my senior year, I had another semester that I had to do before I graduated. So that fall semester, I was in school, and the band would still be practicing, and it would be hard. Here in the band, I'll be in the band room, but I had to stay occupied, and JiggAerobics really gave me that leeway. It gave me that gap. It bridged that gap. Because I was missing band. You get depressed, man. People start you get depressed when you out of the bed. You start to see the bed. They going to Vegas. They going all over the world. The Rose Bowl. So you starting to see all these different things unfolding and things that you was a part of. And you like, man, what should I do? But just having JiggAerobics and being the people, man, just to see what I was able to do and just be able to see the people's smiles on their faces, having fun, that's my biggest thing, just to see the enjoyment, so that was more personal for me, and I think that's what really bridged that gap, having JiggAerobics, right. And just with you, I know when you having your podcast, you connecting with people and you seeing the difference that what you saying to the world about you are very impactful. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Appreciate you, man. So look, Friday, April 17th, man, you are going to be on Shark Tank. How did you do that? And what is the application process like?
Oh man, so the application process, man. So I've been watching Shark Tank since my sophomore year in college. That's when I really got into the entrepreneur state and just trying to look at until more deep into business, listening to P. Diddy, Will Smith, Denzel Washington. They will motivate you to go start your own business. Right. So for real. So just listening to them. So I started to watch Shark Tank, and it started becoming a ritual. I was watching this every week. I'm learning the numbers, trying to see the different numbers, what this means. What percentage, okay, if he's giving you this percentage of the cost, okay, that means you're valuing your company at this amount. It's just crazy just learning all the Shark Tank lingo is what they call it. Right. But so Friday, it's one day, I'm chilling on Facebook, scrolling like a normal day, and I see a Shark Tank, like a casting call, and I'm like,
oh, that's it.
Yeah, I was like, okay, let me try it. I'm like, so I reached out to my manager, my business partner, Jalen Triplett, and he was like, man, really do you? Like, you don't know, you never know. He said, you never know. So I did it. He motivated me to do it. I filled out the application, and a couple of months went by. So I totally forgot about it. Like, I totally forgot about it. And I'm in the mall looking for something it was my little brother's birthday, and I think we was doing something. I forgot. I was looking for something for my mom, and they called. They called. It was Clover City. I get a call from Clover City, California, and they were like, "Hello, hey, how's it going? It's Blase from Shark Tank." And I looked at my phone. I thought it was a joke, Right. And then they started to talk again. They started to talk and tell me more. They were like, we looked into your business. It's very unique. Like, they was just giving me like all this positive feedback. And they were like, but before we go on, you got to do this. So they gave me the application. And when I say this application was so thick, like, it's so thick, just to know the ins and outs about your business. Like, and that's what I thank Shark Tank, because it really helped me like really focus into my business, because I'm having fun. I'm spreading, I'm doing classes, you're making money, but you're not thinking about the real, like the real business, the ins and outs of the numbers. And it really focused me, like, man, it really made me sit down and really dig deep. And that process was, it was timely. It was very timely, but once it was over, once it was times when I was like, man, I don't want to do this no more. I'm not about to do this long package. And they were like, and then I go back until when I was wishing that I want to see myself coming down the aisle, like, down the shark tank in front of the sharks. So it motivated me and pushed me, and I finished it. And after a while, just going through the whole process of, like, videos back and forth, like, I was picked, to be able to fit. Like, and they flew me out there. It was the experience was like, it was crazy. They let you view like the city. Like, meeting the sharks was amazing. Talking to them and receiving the feedback was just like a blessing. Like, just to hear what they have to say, whether it was positive or negative. Like, those sharks, like, they doing what we want to do. So like, and like, just to hear that feedback, especially with the impact and letting the time that they have and giving the time to these different entrepreneurs and the platform, is amazing. Damon Johnson is amazing for coming up with the Shark Tank. He's the creator. Right, Damon Johnson, amazing. Yes, hats off to him. This TV show really just set you up as far as business, man. Like, knowing your business, knowing that you are a business, you're the entrepreneur, but you got to know how to sell know how to sell the product. Yeah.
So in the state that we're in, man, with the coronavirus, how is this affecting your business in JiggAerobics, especially with this impact that you're about to get from being on Shark Tank,
Yeah, well, we had a lot of things that were set up. Like, we wanted to do the college tour. We had a college tour set up. We was doing a lot of physical classes where you face-to-face. But, after, like, once the corona set up, we canceled everything. But we moved everything to online. So we have our online JiggAerobics classes every day of the week, Monday through Friday, Monday through Sunday. Sunday through Sunday, we're doing JiggAerobics free on our Facebook page. So you go to Facebook and go to JiggAerobics. You can have the classes up there. That's at 12 o'clock and 5 o'clock. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's at 1 o'clock. We have our JiggAerobics dance cardio classes where we're taking you step by step of teaching you a dance cardio choreography class. So you're learning choreography, but you're working at the same time. And at the end, you got this dope choreographed dance workout. You getting lit at the house. You can do it with your kids, definitely family friendly. And then just moving everything to the website, JiggAerobicsFitness.com, where you have your premium videos. So, just adjusting to that, working against it, like not working against it, but just making a negative situation into a positive situation. We know that it's a lot of things that's going on, and a lot of people don't have the financial need, to be able to pay for like certain classes or be able to do these certain things. So that's why we provide our free classes, PE with JiggAerobics, just to get the kids moving and grooving. Like, the biggest thing is to know that, like, to fight viruses, to fight all these different things, keep your body moving and grooving.
Right.
You know, you gotta keep moving. Like, I don't care if you're just running, you're exercising. Do some type of movement. Like, it's very important.
Right. Now, can you speak on your team? I know you mentioned you have a business manager. Can you speak on your team? I know you got trainers too that really help your business.
Trainers, man. My cheese family. We have Xavier Beretta from Houston, Texas, graduate from Prairie View A&M. X Miles, Jigga Cholo. He crazy, man, crazy energy. Taylor, we have Taylor from Jackson State University. She's holding it down. She bringing all kinds of different special guests from the Jackson area. You know, famous Amy's supposed to be on there. He's supposed to be on there just sometime this week. Right. So it's just crazy, just connecting with the people. We're trying to grow. We're trying to find people that believe in the cheese. That's your joy and happiness, just knowing, just to be able to spread the cheese. JiggAerobics is used to be as a vehicle to be able to just spread positivity around the world. Your cheese, your joy and happiness. You got to keep your cheese up, man. The trainers are doing great. They're doing a great job. They're connecting. They're building their audience. A lot of Xavier, he's bringing different, the different ethnicities involved. You know, he's connecting with the Latina community. Taylor, she's very women empowering. Yeah. You know, so we're trying to connect everybody, just bring everybody, all walks of life together, and just spread the cheese, elevating others while we elevating ourselves. Right. You know, that's the biggest thing.
So where do you see the JiggAerobics brand in the future? You know, like is it do you want it DVDs? Do you want it you want to buy it out? Like, you know, what's the plan with the brand?
We want JiggAerobics DVDs, JiggAerobics online, JiggAerobics app. We want JiggAerobics Juniors for the kids. We want JiggAerobics we have every school and university have a recreation center. You know how they have in 24-hour fitness, they have Zumba instructors, they have dance, jam, fitness, they have all these different, dance aerobics classes that they offer. Let's offer JiggAerobics in the recreation centers. Let's get a student trainer, at the school and to teach JiggAerobics. So now they're learning entrepreneurship. Now they're building their brand, and now they're able to venture out and do JiggAerobics classes. Right. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. We're trying to get it like that. We wanted it in every school and university. We want it around the world. JiggAerobics got to be around the world, man.
Yes, sir. So my last question for you, man. What advice do you have for any entrepreneurs that want to be where you're at?
Man, just keep your cheese up. And anything that you're doing, always do it in a genuine heart and have genuine people around you. You can't do anything by yourself. Always have a good team, good supporters, because, you can do a lot by yourself. Don't get me wrong. But there's going to be times when you're down. You're going to need somebody to come lift up your cheese. You're going to need somebody to come give you that motivation to keep pushing. Have some genuine people around you. Keep your cheese up. That's your joy and happiness. Enjoy everything that you do. Enjoy it. And as long as you are pushing out positivity in anything that you're doing, and as long as you mean well, man, good things are coming to you. And that's all I can say. God is real. As long as you keep God first, and push out positivity and love, everything will just fall in place.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I really appreciate you, man. Like we said before, man, I really support you, man. Like, from the jump, as soon as I followed you, man, as soon as I saw you, I said, bro, this guy's a star. This guy's a star, man. He's going to make it.
Man. I appreciate it. It means a lot coming from you, bro. Real talk. Yes, I support you. Real talk.
Yes, sir, bro. Appreciate you, man. Have a good one, bro.
No problem.